Before you buy another acne product, watch this, because acne is a signal that there's something deeper going on. And the drugs that are used in the medical realm to treat acne are just plain dangerous. And they don't treat the root causes of the problem. Now, people always ask, well, why is it that one person can eat a crappy diet and not get acne, and another person gets acne even though they try to eat a better diet? Everybody is different. And there are a lot of ways to explain that, and there are a lot of things that we don't know. But what we do know is that nutritionally, there are things that need to be avoided if you want to avoid acne and if you want to get rid of it. And fortunately, these are the things that we all need to be avoiding anyway. These are the main causes of the huge epidemic that we have of degenerative diseases in our society. You know that we are the most unhealthy society that has ever lived upon the planet. And that's because of our atrocious nutrition. So, here are the things that everyone needs to avoid, whether you have acne or not. But I'm focusing on acne specifically in this video. Sugar, of course. Sugar is poison. It is behind so much disease and death in our society. You want to live a long and healthy life, avoid sugar. Seed oils. Avoid those dangerous, poisonous seed oils. Gluten and the grains that contain gluten. The problem with gluten and wheat is that they're no longer real. And I've done videos on this. I've even done articles on my newsletter, longlifehealthy.life, explaining what happened to wheat. Wheat used to be natural. It was something that God made. The gluten it contained was natural, made by God. Now it's not. It was changed, it was altered, it's different, it's not real, and of course, it's not healthy. So it needs to be avoided. Commercial dairy products. That's junk food at its pinnacle. I know that the dairy industry tells us that everyone needs to be drinking a lot of milk and consuming lots of dairy products. It's not true. It's garbage. I have 6 children. I raised them without dairy and without sugar, and they have always been extremely healthy. Don't think your kids need to be drinking that garbage, that pasteurized, homogenized, chemical-filled milk, milk that has antibiotics or synthetic growth hormones and all manner of pesticides and chemicals in it that is chemically altered from the natural milk that people used to drink. Don't think that's going to do anything good for anybody's body, including your children. Avoid all junk food. If you want to avoid acne, kick the junk food out of your life, because it's garbage anyway. The word junk tells you what you're dealing with. And you know, in the computer industry, they talk about garbage in and garbage out. Well, in the health industry, junk food in equals junk health. Maybe not immediately, but certainly at some point. If you want to live a long and healthy life, avoid junk food. It goes without saying. Avoid soda pop, energy drinks, sports drinks. They're all garbage. They're all poison. They will harm your body. The human body was designed to drink water. Avoid soy. I know you've been told it's healthy, but it's not. Now I'm going to give you a list of some natural supplements that have been shown to be beneficial in cases of acne. Vitamin D3. But remember, vitamin D is harmful unless it's taken with high amounts of vitamin K2 in the form of MK7, not MK4. And a lot of people say, well, my product contains D3 and K2. Check it out, because I can almost guarantee that it doesn't contain enough K2. You need a lot more K2 than they put in those products. And one of these days, the nutritional supplement industry is going to get the message, and they're going to start putting more K2 in their D3 products. But for now, you have to supplement. I recommend to my patients at least 100 micrograms of K2. In my case, I take more, but 100 micrograms of vitamin K2, again in the form of MK7, for every 1,000 IU of D3 taken. So if you take 5,000 IUs of D3, then that would be at least 500 micrograms of K2. Niacinamide, vitamin A. Now I recommend you get your vitamin A from foods that are high in vitamin A or beta carotene. Be careful about taking vitamin A products. NAC, N-acetylcysteine. Berberine, vitamin C. I recommend a whole food complex like camu or better yet, kakadu plum powder. Zinc, curcumin, and you've got to heal your gut. Now that is essential for health and longevity anyway. But in acne cases, you've got to heal your gut. A lot of people say, well, then I'll take probiotics. I really wish it could be that simple. It's far more complex than that. I've written about it in multiple articles on my newsletter. I suggest you go to the newsletter, subscribe. It'll cost you $1.25 a week. Come on, you can afford that. Your health is worth that. Long life, healthy.life. Now, if you want to use something topical, tea tree oil or oregano oil are beneficial. They don't treat the root causes of the problem, but sometimes a topical application can be helpful.